Hey guys, Nuggets for your wallet, a place where we share pockets of tips and wisdom on financial wellness. Today we're gonna unpack a little about insurances. Someone asked me a question: what are the important insurances that one should have? It's such a hard question to answer because we are different individuals, we have different risks, and we want to cover ourselves with different things. But I thought maybe let's unpack what is an insurance and talk a little bit about some of the common insurances that are out there. So an insurance is a legal contract to protect an individual against any unexpected financial losses. So it is a legal contract between an individual and an insurance company to protect that individual against any unexpected financial losses. So to determine what insurances are important to you, you need to ask yourself a question. What are unexpected financial losses am I exposed to? And which ones do I want to protect? There are so many financial risks. A financial risk, for example, you can lose your phone. That is a financial risk. You can be in an accident. You can be sick. All those things have financial loss implications. But for you as an individual, you need to determine what is important to me and what is it that I want to protect myself against. And I think for me, the question that you also need to ask yourself is, yes, there is a financial loss. Some of the financial loss, you can pay for it out of your pocket. For example, if I lose my calculator, I can buy that. It is a financial loss, but I'm not going to take an insurance for a calculator because I can buy it. But if I'm in a car accident, for myself, I'm unable to pay for the repairs out of my pocket. So that financial loss, I would rather take an insurance to protect myself against that. So when you're taking out an insurance, what you're essentially doing is saying, I have this financial risk, I'm unable to cover for it, and it's important to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer that risk from myself to the insurance company. And the insurance company will take that risk, but what you have to pay is what is called a premium. So for insurance, you pay what is called a premium. So some of the common insurances that are available is a life cover. A life cover, it is an insurance where you're taking out to give a payout to your dependent or to your beneficiaries should you pass away. In that instant, it is when you as an individual and saying, I have a child and I'm paying school fees, I'm feeding my child, I'm taking care of my child. Should I die, there is no one who's going to take care of my child. So to protect myself against that risk, I'm going to take what is called a life cover. A life cover can be for any amount, maybe R1 million. And when I die, that R1 million will be paid out to my dependent to cover the expenses for my dependent or to provide for my dependent. So a life cover is another type of insurance. Another type of insurance is a health insurance. That is your medical aid, your hospital plan. Your medical aid, when you're taking it, you're saying that there is a risk that I might get sick, I might be in an accident, and I will not be able to pay out of pocket for maybe a medical surgery. I'm going to take out a medical aid cover to cover myself against any unexpected health costs that I would incur. Then you take what is called a health insurance. And then there's also another important one that I would really advise you. It is called an income protection cover. That cover is there to protect you should you lose your income. But it's important for you to understand the terms and conditions. So a common one will be, I am employed as a financial manager. Should I lose my job, I have a cover that will pay me for up to 6 months if I am retrenched. That is a cover that I've taken for myself because I know that if I lose my job, I will not be able to support myself. So I've taken out an income protection cover. There is also, for people who are in business, what is called a business cover or key personnel person cover, where you're saying that should I not have business or should I lose my business or should my business burn down, you're taking what is called a business cover. So there are many different types of insurance. What is important is you need to ask yourself, what is important to you? What assets do you have? And what financial risks are you potentially exposed to? And would you be able to cover for those financial risks? If you're able to cover from your pocket, you have money in the bank account, there is no need to take out then that insurance. But if you're saying I'm exposed to a financial risk against what's important to me, against my assets, then you can take a type of insurance. There are thousands and thousands types of insurance, but not all of them are relevant and important to you. Hence the question, what is your financial risk? Are you able to cover for that financial risk out of your own money, out of your own pocket? If you can't, potentially you need to think about taking an insurance to cover against that. There's many other principles which I'll unpack maybe in a follow-up video on this, but for now, I think this will clarify what an insurance is and some of the things that you need to think about to determine which insurance is important to you. Now, get it for your wallet, signing out.